Don't scrawl. I know you want to, but give me 60 seconds. Just 60. Because what I am about to tell you, I watched happen to brilliant people, capable people, people far smarter than me, and not one of them saw it coming until it was already done. My name is Eugene. I am 96 years old. I am in a hospital bed, and I have nothing left to sell you, nothing left to prove, nothing left to protect. So what I am about to say is the most honest thing you will hear today, maybe this year. I spent 40 years as a physician. I sat across from thousands of people at the worst moments of their lives. And after decades of watching, of listening, of being present in rooms where people finally told the truth because they had no other choice, I noticed something. The people falling apart in front of me were not the ones who had failed. They were the ones who had succeeded at the wrong things for too long. And by the time they realized it, the cost was already paid. So listen carefully, because this is not inspiration. This is a warning from someone who has seen how it ends. The first thing I watched destroy people was this. They confused being busy with being alive. I had a patient, 43 years old, successful by every measure anyone could see from the outside. He came to me not because he was sick in any traditional sense. He came because he had not felt anything real in 4 years. Not joy, not sadness, not even anger. Just a flat, efficient numbness that let him get through the day and do it all again tomorrow. He had optimized his life so completely, every hour accounted for, every distraction eliminated, every moment productive, that he had accidentally optimized out everything that made him human. Busyness had become his identity, and underneath it was a person he no longer recognized. I see this everywhere now. People who have confused motion with meaning, who measure the quality of a day by how much they completed rather than how much they felt. You can be extraordinarily productive and profoundly empty at the same time. If you cannot remember the last time you did something that had no purpose other than the joy of doing it, that is not a schedule problem. That is a life problem. The second thing, and this one I say carefully because I know how it sounds, most people are not struggling because their life is hard. They are struggling because they have never learned to sit with themselves. I do not mean meditation, though that has its place. I mean the simple, terrifying act of being alone with your own thoughts without immediately reaching for something to fill the silence. Every addiction I ever treated, every anxiety that walked through my door, every relationship that collapsed under weight it should not have carried, at the center of almost all of it was a person who had spent years running from something inside themselves they had never once stopped to face. The phone, the drink, the overwork, the constant noise, these are not weaknesses, they are escapes. And what they are escaping from is almost never as dangerous as the escape itself. Whatever you have been avoiding looking at inside yourself, it is not going to disappear because you stayed busy enough. It is going to wait, and the longer it waits, the louder it gets. Sit with it, face it, get help facing it if you need to, but stop running. The running is costing you more than you know. Here is the third thing, the one that stayed with me longest after all these years. Loneliness is now the most common thing I ever treated. Not depression, though they travel together. Not anxiety, though they share the same roads. Loneliness.
In a world more connected than any in human history, I watched people die lonely, not because no one was around them, because no one truly knew them. I had patients surrounded by family, active on every platform, never without someone nearby, who told me in quiet voices that they had not had a real conversation in years. Not a real one. Not the kind where you say something true and the other person says something true back, and for a moment the distance between two people actually closes. We have confused contact with connection, likes with love, followers with friends. You can be known by thousands and understood by no one. And that gap between being seen and being known is where loneliness actually lives. Find one person, just one, and be completely honest with them. Not the edited version of yourself, not the version that has it together, the real one. That single honest relationship will do more for your health, your mind, your length of life than almost any medical intervention I ever provided. Now I want to tell you something about fear that medicine taught me and life confirmed. Fear is not the problem. Fear is information. Every patient I ever saw make a genuinely bad decision, one that cost them their health or their relationships or their peace, made it not because they were fearful, but because they misread what the fear was telling them. Fear of failure kept people in careers that were slowly hollowing them out. Fear of conflict kept people in relationships that were quietly destroying them. Fear of being alone kept people from leaving situations that made them profoundly lonely anyway. The fear was real, but what it was pointing at was a lie. Your fear is trying to protect you, but it learned what danger looks like when you were very young, and it has not always updated since. Before you let fear make your next decision, ask it one question. Is this protecting me from actual harm, or is this protecting me from growth? The answer will tell you everything.
I am 96 years old. I am in this bed, and outside my window the world is moving at the speed it always moves. And most people in it are doing exactly what I described. Busy and disconnected, and running and afraid, and occasionally pausing to wonder why it all feels like less than it should. I was one of those people for longer than I want to admit, even knowing what I knew, even seeing what I saw every day in that office. It is different when it is your own life. It is always harder to see clearly from the inside. But you have something I did not have at your age. You have this moment, this specific, unrepeatable moment, where someone at the end of a long road is telling you exactly what the road looks like from here. Most people do not get this. Most people figure it out alone, slowly, at great cost. You do not have to. Put down what is not working. Pick up what you have been afraid to try. Tell the truth to someone who deserves it. Sit quietly with yourself long enough to hear what you actually think. Find real connection and protect it like the rare thing it is. My name is Eugene. I spent 96 years learning what actually matters. I just gave it to you in 8 minutes. What you do with it is the only thing left that I cannot do for you. Like this video if something in it reached you. Write one word in the comments, just one word that you are taking with you, and share this before you close it. Someone in your life needs this today. You already know who.